The connection of distributed generation can impact the voltage and current unbalance in a number of ways. So large single phase units or many randomly distributed small units will result an increase in unbalances usually. Single phase generator units can only be expected in low voltage networks, most likely with domestic and small commercial customers. So the connection of three phase generators will limit the voltage unbalance either by creating a low impedance path, which is from a negative sequence impedance, or by creating balanced voltage source, that is by using power electronics converters. So at transmission level and sub-transmission level, the shift from conventional generator generation to distribution generation could result in a increase in the unbalance in the voltage. Right. So weaker transmission system. When more distributed generation is producing power, less large conventional generator units will be operating at that time. So which results is that the short circuit capacity in the transmission and sub transmission system becomes less. The same unbalanced current will give more unbalanced voltage, that is negative sequence voltage. So the main source of unbalanced voltage at transmission level, which are as follows. So unbalanced transmission lines generates a negative sequence voltage even with a positive sequence current flowing through the line. Right. So large single phase loads such as certain types of arc furnace and railway traction take a heavy unbalanced current. So high speed railways are reported to be the main source of unbalance in some countries as per the research. So stronger distribution system. So the presence of three phase generators connected to the distribution systems gives a decrease in negative sequence voltage. So the negative sequence impedance of induction machine and synchronous machine, that is less than zero point 0.2 per unit. When a generator transformer is used, its impedance should be added to the negative sequence impedance, which reduces the unbalance in this case. So larger single phase generators. The connection of a larger single phase generators will result in the injection of positive, negative and zero sequence currents to the same amount. Right. So the production of active power generation and zero reactive power will give a current P generation by U, where U is the phase to neutral voltage at the point of connection. So here we are assuming that generator is connected phase to neutral. So negative sequence current injected by the single phase generator, that will be equal to I2, that is negative sequence current, which is equals to 1 by 3 into I, which is equals to P generation by 3U, where U is the phase to neutral voltage at the point of connection. So this negative sequence current will result in a negative sequence voltage. So the ratio between voltage and current being determined by the negative sequence impedance Z2 at the point of connection. So U2 is equals to I2 into Z2, that is P generation into Z2 divided by 3U. So the negative sequence impedance Z2, that will be parallel connection of series impedance of the grid and the shunt impedance due to local load, which we are going to see in the diagram. That is ZS2 is there, then ZL2 is there. That is series impedance ZS2 is mainly the impedance of distributed or distribution transformer and the wire between the distribution transformer and the point of connection. The shunt impedance ZL2 is the mainly determined by the negative sequence impedance of the load, which is the neighborhood of the point of connection. So three phase motors with their low negative sequence impedance will dominate this impedance.